Good day, grade 10 students. Are you ready to learn another lesson? Our learning competency is employ analytical listening in solving problems. The learning objectives are define listening, differentiate hearing from listening, identify the types of listening, figure out the importance of analytical listening in problem solving. Before we will tackle how to employ analytical listening in problem solving, let us discuss first the types of listening. What is the difference between listening and hearing? Hearing refers to the sounds that enter your ears, while listening requires focus and concentrated effort, both mental and sometimes physical as well. What is listening? Listening is the ability to accurately receive and interpret messages in the communication process. Listening is the key to all effective communication. Without the ability to listen effectively, messages are easily misunderstood. What are the 5 stages of listening? Stage 1 is receiving. At this stage, we hear the message. But sometimes there are many reasons that we may not receive the exact message due to listening barriers. Next is understanding. In the understanding stage, we try to learn the meaning of the message. Stage 3 is remembering. Remembering begins with listening. Well, if you cannot exactly remember what has been said, meaning you were not listening effectively. Next is evaluating. Evaluating means judging, assessing the value of the message. To do this, we tend to raise a lot of questions before we get to respond. And the last is responding. Responding is also referred to as feedbacking. This is the 5th and the final stage. It is the stage at which you indicate your real involvement. What are the 4 types of listening? We have appreciative, empathic, comprehensive, and critical or analytical listening. What is appreciative listening? Appreciative listening is listening with appreciation. Examples are listening to music, listening to someone speaking, listening to preachers from places of worship, motivational speeches, stand-up comedians, and etc. What is empathic listening? Empathic listening is stepping into someone's shoes to achieve a better understanding. The examples are mindfully listening to what the speaker is saying, focusing on the speaker, not on yourself, and understanding from the speaker's perspectives. What is comprehensive or active listening? Comprehensive listening is listening to comprehend the message. What does the listener do if he is doing comprehensive listening? He is taking notes of the speaker's main ideas, identifying the structure of the speech, evaluating the message or the information, or actively participating in the process. What is critical or analytical listening? Critical listening class is listening to evaluate the content of the message. What does the listener do? The listener is listening to all parts of the message, analyzing and evaluating the message. He is making mental judgments based on what he sees, hears, and reads. Before we employ analytical listening in problem solving, let us review first the steps in problem solving. Step 1. Identify and define the problem. 2. Generate possible solutions. 3. Evaluate alternatives. 4. Decide on a solution. 5. Implement the solution. And 6. Evaluate the outcome. Why is analytical listening important in problem solving? Analytical listening helps us identify and understand the root cause of the problems in order to find better solutions. How can analytical listening help us in our daily lives? Analytical listening allows us to assess and evaluate what we are listening to before making judgments or taking action. Are you ready to accomplish today's activity? Watch and listen to the inspirational video of Nick Vujicic and answer the following questions. Number 1. What kind of life did Nick have? How did Nick face his situation? How did he manage discrimination? If you were Nick, how would you manage to deal with your disability? What is the moral of the video? According to Dr. Rachel Naomi Remen, the most basic and powerful way to connect to another person is to listen. Just listen. Perhaps the most important thing we ever give each other is our attention. Woke up on a Saturday morning, hoping that you had called.